Three chilling tales unfold in the labyrinth of human existence, where ordinary lives intersect with the extraordinary. From the heart of New York to the serene enclaves of Utah and the unsuspecting town of South Plainfield, these stories delve into the shadows that lurk beneath seemingly ordinary lives. Join us as we unravel the mysteries, exploring the enigmatic darkness that transforms the familiar into the unimaginable in this riveting journey through authentic crime narratives. A chilling tale unfolds in the heart of New York, where skyscrapers pierce the twilight and shadows dance in the alleys. On November 26, 2023, darkness stirs beneath the city's relentless beat, whispering secrets only the boroughs dare to hear. Jayden Rivera is a 19-year-old enigma cloaked in the guise of normalcy. But behind his unassuming facade lies a truth shrouded in whispers and half-truths. A darkness has taken root in his life, casting a long shadow over his family and rippling through the Bronx like a silent tremor. On this fateful day, this teenager's life turned dark, forever altering his family's destiny and sending shockwaves through the Bronx. The stage is set on an unassuming evening as Jayden's family unsuspectingly goes about their daily lives. His father, Jonathan Rivera, his brother, Caden Rivera, an innocent 5-year-old, and his father's girlfriend, Hanoi Peralta, whose life would soon hang in the balance. Little did they know their home would quickly become the backdrop for a gruesome act that defied explanation. It all began with a single act that shattered the tranquility of their home. The first reports echoed a tragedy that sent shockwaves through the community, a teenager charged with the unthinkable, the murder of his flesh and blood. As the details unraveled, it was revealed that Jayden, their once seemingly ordinary son, was at the storm's epicenter. The motive remained elusive, obscured in the shadows of an enigmatic darkness that gripped the community. The unfolding narrative seemed straight out of a crime thriller, leaving everyone in its wake with more questions than answers. The newspapers screamed of a Bronx triple homicide, a crime that confounded not only the authorities but also the very family torn apart by the violence that unfolded within the walls of their home. The crime scene itself was a chilling tableau, a haunting testament to the dreadful events that transpired within the seemingly tranquil confines of the house. The babysitter brother, initially entrusted with the innocent care of the youngest brother, emerged as a central figure in a nightmarish sequence of events. Accused not only of murder, but also manslaughter and criminal possession of a weapon, the gravity of the charges added an extra layer of horror to the already gruesome tale. The investigators, confronted with the brutal aftermath, found themselves entangled in a web of disbelief, struggling to reconcile the heinous actions with the proximity of someone they had deemed trustworthy and close. Neighbors and friends interviewed in the aftermath struggled to reconcile the horrific act with the seemingly ordinary facade the family presented. Whispers of, "How could this happen?" reverberated through the quiet streets as the community grappled with the unthinkable reality that unfolded behind closed doors. But as the layers of the story peeled away, a more sinister truth emerged, casting a shadow over the very fabric of reality. The investigation, akin to peeling back the layers of an enigmatic onion, uncovered a sequence of events that transcended the boundaries of conventional logic. The community, too, stood on the precipice of disbelief, grappling with a reality that seemed to defy the very essence of logical reasoning. Instead of bringing clarity, each revelation added another layer of complexity to the unfolding drama. It was a narrative that defied the usual patterns of human behavior and societal norms, leaving investigators and the community puzzled and disturbed. As the investigation initiated by the NYPD unfolded, the cryptic puzzle of Jayden's family dynamics gradually unraveled, revealing a tapestry of secrets and tensions. The enigmatic pieces scattered across the canvas of their lives teased detectives with fragments of a story yet to be fully unveiled. Jayden's father, temporarily absent from the home with his girlfriend, Hanoi Peralta, added an air of intrigue to the unfolding narrative. Without paternal oversight, Jayden found himself thrust into the unexpected caretaker role for his younger brother, navigating the murky waters of familial responsibilities. The serenity of the home belied the storm that awaited as shadows whispered of unresolved grievances and simmering emotions. When Jayden's father and Hanoi Peralta returned, the atmosphere crackled with tension, setting the stage for a clandestine confrontation between father and son. The argument took a severe turn, forcing Jaden to show his hidden dislike for his father's relationship. His anger showed he was unwilling to look after his younger brother. Entwined like a sinister dance of fate, these ominous factors set the stage for a shocking and severe escalation. Jaden's pent-up emotions, veiled resentments, and the toxic cocktail of familial strife culminated in a moment of irreversible horror. The fateful decision that followed, driven by a poisonous amalgamation of anger and despair, sent shockwaves through the family and the investigators alike, leaving them to grapple with the aftermath of a severe and brutal murder. The evidence spoke of an organized act, a premeditated violence that shook the foundations of trust within the family unit. How could a teenager, once an integral part of this family, harbor such darkness within? The answer, it seemed, lingered in the shadows of untold secrets. The chilling revelation scarred the community, a reminder that sometimes the most ordinary facade could conceal the darkest secrets. The true motives behind the Bronx triple homicide were unveiled, painting a picture of a family torn apart by the very hands that should have nurtured and protected. Ultimately, the story of Jaden and his family is a stark reminder that darkness can lurk in the most unexpected places. As the community grapples with the aftermath, the unanswered questions linger, leaving a sense of unease that will haunt the quiet streets of the Bronx for years to come. In the chilling aftermath of the Bronx triple homicide, the concluding chapter of this macabre tale sends an eerie ripple through the community, leaving an indelible mark on the collective consciousness. The haunting details of the crime resonate, casting shadows that linger in the minds of all who witnessed the grim saga. As the narrative unfolds, a palpable sense of unease settles, prompting introspection into the unfathomable depths of the human psyche. As the community grapples with the aftermath, a daunting task of rebuilding emerges, a reconstruction not just of physical spaces, but of the shattered sense of security and trust that once defined the neighborhood. The residents find themselves forever changed, bound by the shared experience of darkness that had surreptitiously dwelled among them, shattering illusions of safety. In the somber silence that follows, the tale of the Bronx triple homicide becomes a cautionary whisper, a narrative etched in the annals of the community's history, a stark reminder of the need for vigilance and unity in the face of the enigmatic shadows that may lurk within even the most familiar corners. In sacred marital bonds where strength and trust intertwine, an unsuspecting tale unfolds, a narrative veiled in the illusion of unwavering commitment. Little did they know that beneath the facade of solidarity lurked the shadows of impending horror, ready to cast a chilling spell on the once unbreakable connection. The ordinary veneer of matrimonial bliss shattered, revealing a nightmarish twist where the life partner, once the epitome of safety, metamorphosed into an unforeseen threat. This gripping story takes an unsettling turn, challenging the foundations of the perceived sanctity within marital relations. It is a stark reminder that the illusion of security can crumble, and the person closest to you might harbor undiscovered darkness. In the quiet town of Utah, about halfway between Salt Lake City and Las Vegas, a seemingly idyllic family was torn apart by a tragic event that sent shockwaves through the community. This chilling tale revolves around Michael Haight, the unsuspecting protagonist of a narrative that unfolded on a fateful day. Michael Haight, a 42-year-old family man, presented a facade of perfection to the outside world. An unsettling truth lurked beneath the surface as the curtains of normalcy draped over his life. Family services had previously investigated allegations of child abuse, casting a shadow on the Haight household. 2 weeks before the heart-wrenching tragedy that befell the Haight family, ominous signs of discord and abuse began to manifest. The bad intro unfolded when Ammon, Michael's son, fell unwell. In a caring gesture, Tausha, Ammon's mother, implored him to stay home from school and rest, expressing concern for his health. However, this act of maternal compassion took a dark turn as Michael, gripped by disbelief, subjected his son to physical abuse. The family, seemingly bound by love, was already on the precipice of an impending storm that would later shatter the illusion of normalcy in the Haight household. A caseworker was dispatched to the Haight residence to address the escalating family issues. As the caseworker crossed the threshold into the Haight's home, a series of interviews had already taken place with Tausha, the couple's oldest daughter Macy, and an individual acquainted with the family dynamics. However, a notable absence loomed over the proceedings. Michael, the central figure in the unfolding tragedy, was conspicuously absent at home during this critical intervention. Despite the earnest efforts to delve into the family situation's complexities, Michael's absence from the interview process added an eerie mystery to the unfolding events. 2 agonizing weeks elapsed, and the calendar flipped to January 4th, 2023, marking the transformation of a once serene home into a harrowing crime scene. The tranquility shattered as Michael Haight, in a tragic turn of events, mercilessly took the lives of his beloved children. 4-year-old Gavin, 7-year-old twins Sienna and Ammon, 12-year-old Briley, and 17-year-old Macy. The unfathomable horror extended its reach to claim the lives of 40-year-old Tausha and her 78-year-old mother, Gail Earl. In a gut-wrenching act, Haight, the perpetrator of this unthinkable tragedy, turned the same weapon on himself. The walls of the family home bore witness to a cascade of unspeakable violence, leaving a community in shock and mourning. The poignant self-written tribute penned by Michael Haight left the community grappling with the perplexing paradox of a man who on the surface seemed devoted and loving, but harbored a concealed and sinister reality. In the wake of the shocking events that unfolded in January 2023, the community struggled to reconcile the outward image of a family man with the tragic and disturbing actions that transpired within the confines of the Haight household. This profound dissonance between the public facade and the undisclosed darkness cast a somber shadow over the community, prompting introspection and raising difficult questions about the complexities of human nature. The written testament became a haunting testament to the enigma that lurked beneath the veneer of normalcy, compelling those who knew the family to grapple with the unsettling truth that sometimes the most mysterious realities can reside within the seemingly ordinary. As law enforcement delved into the aftermath of the Enoch murder-suicide, a chilling timeline of events unfolded, providing insights into the harrowing circumstances leading to the tragic incident. The investigation laid bare a man, Michael Haight, haunted by an overwhelming fear of falling short of societal expectations. Consumed by the relentless pressure to project an illusion of a perfect life, Michael's internal struggles manifested in a series of alarming events that ultimately culminated in the devastating act. The unraveling timeline exposed the intricate layers of a psychological battle, shedding light on the profound impact societal standards and personal anxieties can have on an individual's mental well-being. The haunting revelations painted a sad picture of the intricate interplay between personal struggles and societal pressures, leaving the community grappling with the unsettling aftermath of a family shattered by the weight of unspoken burdens. The revelations from recordings and official reports exposed the depth of manipulation and control that Michael Haight wielded within his family. Red flags glimpsed in interviews and investigations paint a picture of a man haunted by personal demons, ultimately culminating in an unimaginable act of violence against his wife, 5 children, and his mother-in-law. The tragedy unfolds as a stark reminder of the consequences of unchecked mental health issues and the devastating impact on the lives of those left behind. While the community grapples with the weight of this dark chapter, the narrative remains a cautionary tale, urging society to remain vigilant to signs of distress and manipulation. The chilling details of this story serve as a sad acknowledgement of the fragility of human relationships and the importance of addressing mental health challenges within the broader context of community well-being. It was an unfortunate Monday of November 27, 2023. In the serene enclave of South Plainfield, New Jersey, a community unsuspecting of the impending tragedy finds itself trapped in the chilling aftermath of an unfathomable crime. At the heart of this sad tale stands Om Brahmbat, a seemingly unremarkable 23-year-old student whose life is shrouded in the ordinary routines of a small town. Unbeknownst to the tight-knit community, Om becomes the epicenter of a mysterious and bone-chilling narrative, as his actions plunge them into the depths of a triple murder that reverberates through the very foundations of their existence. As the night unfolded, OM's actions took a dark turn, leading to the tragic demise of his close relative's family. The suspenseful narrative delves into the events surrounding that fateful night, exploring the mysterious circumstances that unfolded in the very heart of their home. OM's connection to the victims, his grandparents, and his uncle adds an extra layer of complexity to this grim tale, leaving the community in shock. In a macabre symphony of tragedy, Om Brahmbhatt stands accused of unleashing a storm of bullets upon his kin. Dilip Kumar Brahmbhatt, age 72, Bindu Brahmbhatt, also 72, and Yash Kumar Brahmbhatt, age 38, as disclosed by the South Plainfield Police Department and the Middlesex County Prosecutor's Office in a bone-chilling revelation. Dilip Kumar and Bindu, once the anchors of familial warmth, were cruelly silenced, their life forces extinguished at the very scene that was meant to be a sanctuary. A haunting stillness now lingers where their presence once filled the air. Meanwhile, Yash Kumar, bearing the physical scars of a relentless assault, fought valiantly for his life, only to succumb to the relentless darkness within the sterile walls of a hospital. The echoes of gunfire have forever altered the fabric of their existence, leaving the authorities grappling with the enigma of Om's motives, and the town trapped in the grip of a mysterious tragedy. As the investigation unravels the threads of this sinister tapestry, the community is left to confront the shadows that lurk beneath the veneer of normalcy, each revelation veiled in the suspense of a mystery that has cast a pall over South Plainfield. In a chilling turn of events that shattered the peace of South Plainfield, Om Brahmbhatt allegedly orchestrated a horrific crime using a handgun procured through an online purchase. The sinister echoes of this act reverberated as he dialed 911, thrusting himself into the heart of the investigation. As the emergency responder probed for answers, the air grew thick with suspense when Om cryptically confessed the crime. This enigmatic statement, dripping with ambiguity, adds an eerie layer to the unfolding narrative, leaving both investigators and the community grappling with the unsettling uncertainty surrounding the motive and mindset behind the triple murder. The mere act of acquiring the murder weapon online hints at a deliberate plan, further intensifying the intrigue surrounding OM's descent into darkness. The plot thickens as we explore the motive behind the homicide, an enigma shrouded in darkness. The story strategically withholds specific details, creating a sense of anticipation that keeps society on the edge of its seats. In a cryptic plea on social media, Yash Kumar's wife unveiled a haunting connection, revealing that her in-laws, Dilip Kumar and Bindu, had fallen victim to an unspeakable tragedy. The chilling post sought prayers for her late husband, casting an ominous shadow over the family's seemingly ordinary life. Amidst the shadows, a 4-year-old son, now fatherless, adds a poignant layer to the unfolding mystery. Meanwhile, the wheels of justice turn as Om languishes in the confines of the Middlesex County Adult Correctional Center. The echoes of impending legal proceedings intensify the suspense, shrouding Om's uncertain fate. Accused of 3 counts of first-degree murder and 3 counts of second-degree possession of a weapon for an unlawful purpose, the gravity of his alleged actions looms large. As the probing tendrils of the investigation venture deeper into the mysterious circumstances surrounding Om, the enigma intensifies, casting an even darker shadow over the unfolding narrative. The question of legal representation emerges as a pivotal element, a cryptic puzzle piece that adds a layer of complexity to the already intricate plot. Within the thickened atmosphere of anticipation, each revelation becomes a suspenseful step closer to unraveling the truth. The palpable tension hangs heavy in the air, engulfing the community in an unsettling silence. Shockwaves reverberate through the collective consciousness, leaving residents grappling with the disturbing reality of the alleged crimes. Meanwhile, investigators teeter on the precipice of revelation, their every move laden with the weight of the unknown. With its intricate details and concealed secrets, the puzzle keeps the community and those seeking justice perched on the edge, awaiting the moment when the shroud of mystery will be lifted. In the haunting aftermath of this harrowing tragedy, the tight-knit community finds itself entangled in a web of unresolved queries, each echoing through the somber streets like a ghostly whisper. The weight of the unknown presses heavily upon the hearts of neighbors and friends, who, in their shared grief, seek solace and understanding amidst the chilling void left by the unfathomable events. As the sorrowful shroud descends, the haunting reality becomes more profound. A 4-year-old boy, innocent and oblivious, now confronts a future shadowed by the indelible absence of his father, his path forever altered by the grim circumstances that unfolded. Within this tapestry of despair, the enigmatic details surrounding Om's alleged crimes morph into a complex mosaic, each piece unveiling a facet of darkness that adds to the community's collective bewilderment. The unraveling of these intricacies casts a pervasive sense of uncertainty over the once familiar surroundings, leaving behind the stain of tragedy and an unsettling air of incomprehensibility. Sorrow and uncertainty intermingle, creating an emotional landscape where the community grapples with loss and the profound challenge of making sense of the inexplicable.